There we go. Okay. Forktail hide. Not sure we got that in the previous forktail that we fought. Dragon scales also sounds like that could be a useful crafting item for us. Okay. Now we can focus more on actually looting without the worry of a dragon circling overhead. So, in here, I bet it's this. Ants, Griffin boots. Nice. That would probably mean there could be a little bit more in this area. Or just a dramatic mountaintop. Stand on top of. Pretty sure we've been over there. I think that was the island that had a forktail or something of that sort. Basilisk, actually, that we fought a little while ago. Some more hidden treasure or guarded treasure or whatnot. Any other chests of note in this area? We definitely got the big one. But that might have been it. Okay, cool. We've done that. Now, next on our list would be the other loots in this general area, I think. Which is notably... this? There's the one that's... This is the one that's in Novigrad itself. I think this is the one that's pretty far south. And a little bit east of here. Yeah. Even farther than this. So the tricky part with this one is... This is actually in one of the few areas in Southern Velen that we have not yet explored. And do we... Whoa. We know there's a grindstone over here, even though we've never been anywhere near here in the past. So yeah, the tricky thing here is, do we make a point of exploring this large unexplored area if we go down here? In which case, with all these question marks, yes, but look at all this uncovered ground. We tried that cave entrance? I know there was a cave entrance that we saw when? A ways back. I don't think it was this one. I think it was maybe this. And we deliberately opted not to go in because we thought that it might have been jumping the gun on a quest. But we haven't seen any quest that directed us there yet. And it has been a while now. So we might be in the clear to give that a shot. Because at the same time, it's one thing to deliberately not want to skip over and go through half a quest without, or skip half a quest. But it's another thing to miss a quest altogether because you just never circle back to do it. So, probably better to make sure that it does still happen. Yeah, my original point was that there's a lot of stuff here that we have not yet done. And so, that might postpone our actual trip into Novigrad proper. Which, on one hand, I feel like it'd be nice to do that soon. On the other hand, I feel like there's more stuff for us to do out here, then there's more stuff for us to do out here. Great, let's do it. And it does seem like the closest fast travel spot is Ruin Tower, Crookback Bog, or maybe even Kimbolt Way, depending on which direction we want to come from. If we haven't yet found this entrance or gone through that entrance, then maybe Ruin Tower is best. However, we're not even at a fast travel location right now, so we need to address that first and foremost. We are here. Again, doubling back to Urston is probably quickest. Unless if, say, I think what we do, drop a waypoint in at the crossroads. And one thing that we can do if we stay on land that we cannot do if we were to swim back is rely on Roach. Okay. Let's do that. That might be the fastest route, actually. And it has been a while since we were over here.
Come on.
There are some kind of enemies there. A lot of them are just neckers. Okay. So yeah, I don't necessarily remember everything that's over here, because it's been a while, although once upon a time, we were spending a reasonable amount of time in this area. Dogs, ideally we'd be able to zoom past them too. Not an issue. Don't worry about Roach's fear either. We'll sit on that front too. Did we just zoom right by our waypoint? We did, didn't we? Because I was focusing on the quest marker instead. This is our spot. No worries, didn't overshoot by too much.
Take it easy.
Okay. So this is what we're looking for.
No big grab.
What about them?
No. This is the signpost. And so we go, I think, to the rune tower. I don't even remember what the rune tower is, to be frank with you. There might be enemies here. There is very much an enemy here. So one moment while we run for our lives. Then we relax a little bit, and there is another enemy up here as well. This one's much more manageable. Oh, ow. You're not dead. You guys seem like they're very resistant to igneous. That's just me. I suppose we give you enough time to fry. Maybe it's enough to take you down with 2 ignies. It's a, you know, in the name of science, good experiment to run. I do think both those items are actually somewhat valuable. Okay, so note to self. Reason why we did not spend much time in the rune tower previously was because, well, there's a giant golem that wants to demolish us over here. We head in this direction, away from said golem, and we should be in better shape. No idea what that was. There's definitely an Intriga warrior, though. That's fine. These guys are getting fight. And occasionally they use their tails to just beat us up. Really, we're at the Whispering Killer. I did not realize that. We have been there before, of course. That might be the sound we're hearing. I bet it is. Oh, that's what this entrance is. Okay, now that makes sense. It's close to the crones. Also makes sense. Okay, I think then the question is, do we just go straight down south to this spot, or do we deliberately take a bit of a detour to try to explore some of these question marks first? I think maybe let's go directly here first, and maybe, if anything, go a little bit further east, maybe along this path. Let's just go make a marker there. Get us going in that general direction. And we'll take it from there. Like that is the cave, I think. We've already been there. So there shouldn't be too much there that we necessarily need to do. So I put the marker here mostly just to get us along this path. In this general area. Okay. We'll head over toward our destination, and as for these enemies we encounter along the way...
How you like that silver?
I was gonna say, yeah. There's definitely something coming up on us right now, and I wasn't sure what it was. Wolves I don't care so much about. Well, there are a bunch of you, though. Alright, maybe if we could, like, eat all of you simultaneously, then that might be okay, but... yeah, we only got one. I missed. Also, might be able to play some mind games with them a bit by going in the water. Seems like that might have happened there. But we have 2 places marked on our map right now. Is that not the case? Oh, we won it. What? One over here. I did not even see this. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, there are actually 3 for this specific quest. There's one down here, one much further west. Here where we... Oh, yeah. It would seem it's affiliated with this guarded treasure, maybe? We've been there before, but this was a place where we zoomed through previously when we were with a full inventory and just trying to find a fast travel location and ultimately found our way to Olina's Grove there, but we went from, I think it might have been all the way from Byways, looking for another spot, and wasn't until we got here that we found it, so we did not have much time to spend at either of these guarded treasures or to investigate that question mark. So, it is the southern one we want to do now. That wolf is maybe coming for... Yeah, coming for us. Second there, I wasn't sure if it was us or the deer it was after. There's another one. Oh, and I did not have Igni back. Even if I thought I did. Here come cavalry. One second, guys. Can you just, like, give me just a second here? Try, if it actually wasn't enough? You, like, stand right next to each other. Preferably, like, sort of like that. Except, you didn't cooperate. I did not appreciate that. Whoa! Hold on. Is that a fiend? Like the one that we saw at Crookback Bog once? It really looks like it. I'm intrigued. Let's save. I want to see if we're a good enough level to fight that guy. No, we can't save right now. We might be too close to him, in fact. Okay, now let's try saving. And he's actually quite close to us. And some of this will be poisonous fog, mind you. I think. So I might need to push it away. My guess is he's going to be too high of a level for us. But I would like to know for certain. Is he going to be question mark, question mark? I bet he is. Hello? Hello? Senor Fiend? Please turn around. Let us know what level you are. You have not let us know what level you are yet. Oh, you're only 16. I'm pretty sure the previous fiend we fought was quite tough. The level 9, I want to say it was, back in Crookback Bog. So, it's going to be, I think, tougher than... We can attack from behind, that definitely helps. Gives us the crits. Does not seem to want to have anything to do with us right now. The crazy thing was it had a different phase in which everything went dark. That's was a little bit alarming. However, he's down. It's no problem. Fiend dung. Oh. And fifth essence, I don't know if we've ever gotten any of this. Should I be concerned that it has 3 eyes? Is that normally the case? Is that obvious if you actually look at a fiend up close? I don't know, I guess I'm not familiar enough with fiend physiology. Okay, so now, that little side quest aside, we were to actually get back to the task at hand here. We were pointing ourselves in the wrong direction, but I think it was for good reason. I'm glad to see that we were able to take him out. It is back here that we're looking to go. And now we can pass it out the mushrooms. We'll be fine. As for whether there are any other enemies of note here, that sounded like a wolf. So that shouldn't be too much of a concern, and even if he does show up, well, he probably wolves too. Or lots of wolves at that. Mostly just a nuisance as much as anything. there is a path of sorts here. That's the wolf pack. This is the one that we're looking for. Quest marker. One in this direction. Those are more wolves. We don't really need to go toward per se. Why don't we keep it that way? Now I think we're starting to get close. This looks like something.
What's that stench?
Okay. I was reacting to all these tombstones, seemingly, but Carol might be reacting to the wolf here. Who got blocked, because the tombstone was working in its favor, apparently. Only the first time, though. Doesn't seem like there's anything else there, though. Okay, and ooh. Some kind of ravine of sorts. Ooh, and that is a dragon of sorts. So I'm curious what level it is.
Wow. Wonderful.
Oh. Troll gone missing, and a wyvern. I have not heard anything of this quest. Or if I did, then I don't remember it. What level does it say it is? Because I don't see it. Is it a main quest? Surely not. What's your contract? Troll gone missing. What? From the footprint to muddled footprint. From one broken branch to another, Geralt retraced what had happened in the woods outside the Nilfgaardian camp. I have no idea what this is referring to. I think we did jump the gun here. Oblivious to the danger, the Nilfgaardian soldiers had strayed into a wyvern's hunting grounds. Their thick plate did not stop the ferocious beast from tearing them to shreds. Okay, I mean, should be a doable level. I would suggest that this Draconid is probably in or around 7. What was this under, though? Was this under future contracts? Is that where we saw this? Yeah. I have no recollection of picking this up. So we probably missed the opportunity to negotiate the price on it then? Look at just how much damage the Igni alone did. Excuse me, sir. I was busy Igniing you, and you did not get all pushed back and stunned and concerned with the fact that you're on fire, because you actually didn't get caught on fire. Not cool. Just kind of looking to take you out entirely using Igni, if possible. I'd like to achieve that objective. It appears to be perhaps doable. Objective complete. Okay, and wyvern mutagens, other wyvern-related items. Ooh, wyvern trophy even. Yeah, so like, these are probably the Nilfgaardians.
Something heavy was dragged through here. Bodies.
Alright, so let's turn this quest on just for a second. Because we happened to cross it. Turn to the Nilfgaardian camp. Where is that Nilfgaardian camp? Have we been there? No, it would have been up front here. Notice probably at, yeah, a notice board right up front of it, so we were close to heading in that direction at one point in time, but opted not to go there. It felt like that was probably somewhere where we wanted to wait to visit. Else here?
Rigor mortis suggests poison. Hang on. Liver's gone. Chewed out. Necrophages.
Okay. We just saw a Draconid. Okay. So we will at some point, of course, turn that quest in. However, for the moment, I think probably makes sense for us to go back to, oh, not the map. Go back to I just wanted to see how far away that was to turn that in and where it was ultimately supposedly coming from, because we did find out that we've not yet been to that location where we would have found it. Not tried that notice board yet, so we're looking for, was it this one or was it, wasn't this one? I think it was this. Was it? Oh wow, yeah, we actually went right past it. Like, right past. Is... oh, in there it would seem. Yeah, right by the wyvern. There's a cavern here. There's another thing we could have examined.
Something heavy was dragged through.
Oh, that was the bodies. Okay, we saw that. No worries. Oh, that's more of a drop than I realized. So there is the cave entrance. A little bit ominous.
Something heavy was dragged through here. Bodies.
Oh, was that actually supposed to be referring to this?
Ghoul's nest.
Okay. Rather than the Draconid, I suppose. We haven't seen ghoul's nests like this before. We've seen monster nests of the ghoul variety. What is this?
No
then?
uniform, no boots. Clearly not a Nilfgaardian soldier. Someone from the village nearby.
There's a village nearby? Hold on. What? Girl, what village? There's no village anywhere near us. That? Kimbolt Way? That was abandoned. There's no one living there. Nilfgaardian camp, maybe. But you just said they were not Nilfgaardians. Yes? I don't know. There's this. There is our Silver Sword diagram. But the stinky stuff is that red line that you're seeing is well, it's basically just leading us here.
No uniform, no boots. Clearly not a Nilfgaardian soldier. Someone from the village nearby.
I would have thought that we would have found ghouls here. Well, I don't see any. So I guess we'll just duck out of there. And a reminder that this quest does actually have 2 other components to it. I'm kind of curious, like, can we get all the way up here? Probably just, you know, not climb up a 90-degree angle. Anything we missed? Wolves. Don't really need them, though. Okay, so in that case, I think what we do next, I wish the entrances would gray out once you've finished everything inside them, because then you would know, like, okay, don't come back here, or you don't need to. Whereas, like we were saying previously, like, then we would have known this is the one with the willow, so we don't need to go there. There was one before that we deliberately didn't go through. I think it's this one. But I think next on our list is probably, or we could, wander the Great Unknown down here. Which is a little bit daunting, because that is actually a pretty significant amount of ground to cover. Maybe we give that a shot? Just throw it down there and say, head in that general direction? Something like that? Sure. There is one of those wolves, or all those wolves, potentially. And I feel like we could potentially find ourselves approaching the edge of the world at some point. I know that we're not exactly going toward that target right now, but I'm deliberately trying to make a bit of a wider berth toward it. Those also wolves. Also, not of terrible concern to us. I was about to ignore you, though. a second. Okay. Where is the plant? Here is the plant. It is not a plant that we particularly needed. We know what that is? Oh, that's this little hut thing. Building of some variety. No, we don't know. But I would suspect there is something there. So let's investigate further. What the heck is this thing? No indicators of any variety. Bad loot. More bad loot. Surely, there's a reason to come here, right? Guess that was something? Still? Pretty underwhelming for something that seemed like the only notable thing in this general area. At least based on the map. You hear some kind of monsters making really weird sounds right now. I can't tell where it's coming from. So let's head in this general direction toward our target. Oh. What is this? Okay, that's also unlikely to be all that good. That's something, though. Okay. Let's head further south. It's also going to be kind of hard to get out of here because I'm doubting there will be any fast travel locations. We could use Roach to ride our way back. I'm deliberately not using Roach right now. That way we're more easily going a little more slowly, can be a little more thorough. I'm deliberately not going to cross the river because that is toward where the Nilfgaardian camp is, and I feel like we'll save that for when we are thoroughly going through the Nilfgaardian camp, assuming that there is time when we do that. More wolves. They don't much matter. And those are also wolves, and they're closing in on us. Yeah, like a lot of them. Yeah, they're chasing after us now. Alright, if you insist. I didn't want to have to do it, but you made me. Put a warg there? It must be. For coloration. But it seems they got the message. Okay. Probably more wolves there too. Yeah, we are, I think, approaching that spot now. And we were pretty darn close to hugging the water here. So that might have been partially the reason why we found not much. I need to go a little bit further inside than that. But it has been very little. It is interesting, though, how this is an area that looks like it was maybe once a little bit more inhabited, but has very much been abandoned. It's further south, which would mean that it is geographically closer to Nilfgaard, right? They're coming from the south. So if anything, you would have assumed that this would have stronger Nilfgaardian presence. Probably why their camp is not far away from here. So is there anything down here? Is the real question that I'm having right now. Or is this mostly just relatively barren landscapes? The occasional packs of wolves. That is a foglet. There's more than we could say about things we've seen recently. Is there any reason for a couple of foglets here? Are you actually foglets? Are you more powerful versions of foglets? I feel like you might have looked a little bit different. Hello. You are level 10 foglet, which is actually pretty high. They are usually pretty strong. There are a lot of them, actually. There's also multiple of them? Maybe? I don't know. That might just be the whole, like, you know, you're playing mind games with everything. No. Please don't do that. Or that, for that matter. Can we actually destroy the fake foglets? That thing? I swear I dodged them.
Not good.
Yeah, that's legitimately not good. This guy's hurt. Okay, so those were all parts of the same foglet. You know what I mean? Yeah, is there any reason for going over here at all? Or is this largely just a dead end? It does seem like we can theoretically attack those things. Not really much reason to. I would rather not have to fight 2 level 10 foglets simultaneously, but that is what is seemingly about to happen here. Let's see if we can attack the shadow again. You're coming after us. I dodged in the wrong direction. Ow. Okay. That was a bit of a lucky dodge that time. There's 2 of them there. Yeah, there are 2 of them there right on us right now, aren't there? Hey. Yeah. One of them is like 1 hit away from death. This is the other one. I was assuming we'd have AK there for some reason, although we obviously were on Queb. We take out all the foglets directly on top of each other, apparently. They also have Fifth Essence. Okay. Yeah, is there anything over here at all? We are now kind of crossing the river, which is what I was saying we probably wouldn't want to do, but foglets felt like they might have been a sign that there was going to be something else here. I feel like this clip is basically going to say you're at the end of the world. We get to the other side of it? Yeah.
Long way.
Okay. So we know, let's just take a look at the map and see more definitively what is the end of the world here. So it's, yeah, it's basically, doesn't even go as far south as the full Nilfgaardian camp. We might even find that if we were to go here that we might not be able to go through. My guess is that you can't go through these rows and rows of Nilfgaardian units. So I think this is, yeah, this is going to be basically just as far south as you can go. In fact, the game is even going to bump us further north, I would suspect, or kind of, sort of. What I want to do is go this way.
Could use a portal about now.
Really? You're not going to let us go further west? Seems like all the directions, the one that would be least likely to lead us to the end of the world. Here is the marker. We made it!
Long trek.
But, yeah. Not a lot down here, which is good to know. That way we can say more definitively that, okay, maybe it's not worth our time to be checking every nook and cranny down here. In which case, we don't need to be so concerned about that. And, we can just focus on going straight for the things that we already know exist. Question marks. Quests. It's feeling like that is going to be the major thing down here. And it's not going to be as densely packed with other stuff. Which I suppose is fair to say, given how this is... fair to expect, given how this is on the outskirts of Velen. presumably you would find there's more stuff in the middle, right? Or around Novigrad. Not as much further away from it. This is as far away as we can get. So those are more wolves, which we probably shouldn't have just walked straight into, but sure. Really hoping that was gonna also get you. Now we probably made your family mad. If that's a thing. We like hit that? There we go. Yes, there's a lot of you here. But see, the thing is, like, we don't really have any reason why we need to fight you as much as I just want to see if there's anything that we ought to take note of here. And the answer is looking increasingly more and more like no. And of course, we are quite literally pushing the boundaries. Ooh. Or at least we were, in terms of how far south we could go. This is the spot where there's this building or two. We are now directly south of this spot here. Let's check this out first, because I feel like there could be something down this path. Other than these wolves. That's what I was trying to do all those other times, is ideally pick out multiple wolves in one Igni. Okay, so what is the deal? Oh. Some kind of wraith here. It seems like this is some kind of settlement that is very much in the middle of nowhere. Where you go? Right on top of us. We're only level 7. No big deal. Another one, though.
How you like that silver?
You also step into the earth. Thank you. Not bad. Oh, if we could take loot, that is. So yeah, I feel like this place might have something? Guardsman's boots? I don't know. I'm skeptical now. Those seem like they're probably not going to be any good. They are not any good. So this had to have been one of the buildings we saw here, right? Oh, it actually wasn't. You go further south to this and this. Like, who is over here, if anyone? What I'm wondering. Yeah, what is the deal here? Looks like ruins of what might have once been a castle, even? Let's check it out. I'm curious what we have here. Yeah? Does look like it. Guarded treasure. I can hear it. I can't see it. Let's save. Sounds like...
Show me what you got.
I was gonna say more of an Endriga of some variety, but Wyvern, that sounds good too. Well, that was maybe a little preemptive there. Just trying to get it while it was flying, of course. Kind of like that. Except also time a little bit off that time as well. We'll get it though. It is 14, so it's a good match for us. I feel like I might hear something in the distance as well. There we go. Do like getting all those dragon crafting materials. So yeah, there's something that's taking very heavy steps over there. Okay. Fair kits. Sure. Glowing ore. I'm not sure if we have any of that yet. Might, but if we do, that's not much. Okay, so that is what we were looking for. And that is, I'm pretty sure, some kind of golem. Who I'm pretty sure is going to be, again, a really high-level enemy. Probably more so than the Wyvern. I don't think we've ever seen a low-level golem. We have seen low-level Wyverns. Destroyed Bastion. Never heard that description before. You are a Cyclops, actually. Level 19 is theoretically possible. We've not yet fought you guys before. Could be tough. I suspect it probably will be. With a lot of HP. Whoa! Didn't see that coming. We are dealing some damage. I probably shouldn't have just stood there and let you slap us. Let's not get hit, because I feel like if you do hit us, it's gonna hurt a lot. Boom! Hello! We sneak up behind you and hit you in the butt. Maybe get some bonus damage. Like that might be ideal. It's not doing much here. Assuming that we really should be putting on Quen basically all the time. Nope, because again, if we do get hit, I assume it's gonna hurt. In which case, I'm not sure we can afford to do anything with other signs. Please stay away for just a minute here while we wait to get Quen back on. Now we're good. Yeah, this might have to be a bit of a war of attrition here. If we were to, of course, have stronger gear, then maybe that would work. We did lose Quen. Get back though, and lose it immediately. He does have some nasty combos, it seems, where he does one attack and follows up with several more and rushes you down. So that does make me a bit nervous about, again, letting down our Quen. If you just stand there, though, and let us crit you from over here, then, well, it does seem like we might have found the answer, at least in part. It's still Quen on. Did until that happened. I'm really curious of what we're going to actually find here, of course, because we don't know what a destroyed bastion is exactly. Oh, that hurts. Yep. And I did not get far enough away to avoid taking damage from it. Well, losing the Quen at least. Now, you have a big area of effect with that attack. Come on. Ah. Okay, don't get greedy now. Don't get greedy now. There we go. He's down. And oh my god, what happened?